lady in the blue, is that their drama? She kind of bent over.
Everybody that was helping serve students, faculty members, appreciate very much your involvement. What you I can look back now over 4 years, and I don't remember you as young as some of those pictures were that came up tonight. However, I can see how many of you certainly have matured over the last 4 years, and you're very, very good individuals. So with that, Ms. Hunt, we will start the program.
We have a lot of students to recognize with awards and scholarships this year. First of all, for all the scholarships presented tonight, students yet to have submitted applications and been selected by their presenting organizations. 3 of our students were awarded $250 scholarships from that Lowell conference. I would like the 3 students to stand and be recognized for this accomplishment. They are Mr. Robert Flank, Mr. Jordan Furnish, and Mr. Arthur Riddle.
Tiffany Centers, Nathan Hill, Dave Carroll, Jordan Furnish, Thomas Hedger, Rick Ledger, Robert Massey, Brittany Morgan, Tiffany Powell, Arthur Ritter, Robert Sammons, Isaac Schulteis, Lauren Squarejohn, Jeremy Fiji, Simon Turner, Amber Velosky, and Samantha Wilson. Let's give him a nice round. The next awards we're going to give out are the vocational awards, and these are for people who have completed the vocational track. That we did service projects and attended regular meetings. So the following people will come forward. President Lauren Squarejohn, Vice President Tiffany Powell, Secretary Thomas Hedger, Treasurer Isaac Schulteis, Activity Chairperson Arthur Ritter, Nathan Dilks, Samantha Wilson, Jeremy Fiji, Rick Ledger, Jordan Furnish, and Simon Turner.
Hi, good evening. My name is Joan Malone, and the 4-year English award to Nathan Fields.
Thomas Edger, Isaac Schultheis, and Lauren Squaredrum. And the Advanced Topics Award goes to Tiffany Powell.
Arthur Ritter, Robert Sanders, Isaac Schultheis, and Samantha Wilson.
It was three consecutive
The
honors.
next awards we have are for perfect attendance,
Jordan didn't get that.
William Bergen. I mentioned, the gentleman is no longer going to be with us next year. We sort of caught him by surprise last night. We warned him this night. Mr. Steve Licker, been here for 3 years. Amazing job. Appreciate everything that you have done for our kids. We know you grew this young man, so we take him over. Do an exceptional job. He will keep the love. I think you go without saying, Roseanne sharing all the things you did, Diane, putting all this together. And also just a reminder that Mr. was here and been very successful. Thank you for coming.
Jordan.
Yes.
And they're being kind, quite frankly.
Oh, I might do the auction today. That's one of white. Sorry.
It should be in the middle. In the second row to the front. Should be. You're right. Oh my, it's hot.
I didn't know the answer. Daughter was graduating.
And then I had Caleb all dressed to come, and Dwayne came to the house and he cried to go with me.
Huh,
I was like, well, I'm kind of glad because it's hot.
it's really hot.
Well, they were saying something about the alternate was going to be at the end, but
I did get a good time.
yeah.
A little bit of it. It's pretty. Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Remember that?
Family, and she's a senior, so I can Next year, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I keep seeing it.
It's weird. It's so weird.
It is weird. And Kevin wants to again.
No, I have not.
Maybe
I've
it's
called
the
and
sun.
called and called, and
Mom,
he
there's
hasn't
Sarah.
I'm getting
Lightning, lightning,
Yeah.
light spots.
He doesn't do that.
Oh, do you? Okay, I just feel like I've never run into you anywhere.
I'm on 4th between Urban Terrace.
But I'm surprised I don't see you anywhere.
I'm alright. I don't work, so I just...
Oh, you don't? Well, that has to be a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm always out there. Out there and, you know. Did you? Oh, that got hold of him. I'm going to kill him. If he doesn't show up, I'm going to kill him. This is all there is to him. I'm sure you guys...
All the cars I saw coming up this way, I figured this place would be.
No. Well, this so used to be an inside the room that they're warm anyway.
Let me see that. I didn't get one when I came in.
I realize I think that you're on the same just.
No, I'm not. I wore a blue one. And Josh.
And then Alicia, right? And then is Alicia Josh's age?
He's a-
Alicia's a year younger.
Exactly.
Exactly, they were born on
Yeah,
the
I knew
same.
they were April 30.
I'm gonna get down there.
How they doing?
Doing real good. That's Alicia's at work right now. She works at Fidelity. Ryan just finished up his first year of college.
Shall I
So.
go for some?
I worked at Hebron and Taylor Mill.
She's at Taylor Mill.
Okay, it's not a bad place to work. It's pretty good.
They're doing it pretty good. Much better.
Now, where's Ryan going to college at?
Eastern. Yeah, he came home
2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks.
What's his major?
Construction management. We'll see. He's doing all right. Well, you know, you make it through the first.
I'm Michelle for 2007. Yep, I'm very proud of it. I'm with you. This class. Hey, Christy, how are you? See, that's what I'm saying. This is our era. That's why we got to be proud for each and every one of them. One of them in our class. Yes. My girl's next year. Yeah, she's a senior. Now, when she walks next year, you won't be able to stand me. Nobody be around. Yeah.
Jamie.
That's Jordan on the field now.
Get it going, Rachel.
See?
Coming up right here with the...
Jordan!
Jordan! Yeah! Woo, Keith! Keith, get
Derek!
Arthur.
See Josh?
Stress! Can't even look at No? Like, she said, you went there, I know.
You got him, Holly.
Hey!
Please bow with me as I say the invocation. Dear Heavenly Father, God, I just want to thank you, Father, for giving us all this opportunity to experience this great event. God, I just pray that you stay with us in our great journey called life. Father, keep us pure and guide us through all our troubles, and let us not fall into temptation. God, make us great, let us succeed, and let us remember life is a blessing, even through all the earth's transgressions. Let us keep on keeping on, God, in your heavenly name. Amen.
Amen.
Before I begin, I would like to thank Dr. Rye, Mr. Ritter, Mr. Michael Fry, the board members, our faculty, and all of our friends for all of their dedication and support that they have had for the class of 2007. I would like to give a special thanks to my parents, Dave and Connie, and all other guardians for pushing us to be in this situation that we are in today. Thank you. As I look back on the years, I can recall many memories that I have shared with my classmates. Lincoln Elementary is the place where most of us started our first friendships. With attending a school inside of a city that is as small as Dayton, we had the privilege of becoming close friends. Our friendships went above and beyond other friendships. I can remember going to sleepovers when I was younger and having the warm welcome of being there. The families of this town take great pride in their children, and I am glad that I was able to be a part of that. I can also remember all of those summers where we were so anxious to find out who our next year's teacher was going to be, because we wanted to be in the class with some of our friends. This ritual continued even once we reached middle school with our schedules. We couldn't wait to pick up our schedules in the summer, so that way we could compare them to see who would be in the same classes. This is a fun experience that our entire class today has shared, and there are many other experiences that we have also shared together. I have had the privilege to be a part of a team with many of my classmates today. We got to share the excitement of winning and also the pain of losing, which started in our middle school career. But here, we all learned how to stay together as a team and work through any of the roadblocks that tried to slow us down. We worked through our misfortunes with losing, but in the meantime, we were all winners. We all gained true friends, and that is all that matters. I will never forget the times when a very close teacher and friend took us to different events just to keep us busy. We would all pile in her car, and from there, the fun would begin. We went all over. We went ice skating, played basketball at her church until 1 o'clock in the morning, and attended plays with special meanings. These events showed us that we really cared about each other. We were all friends, and the memories that we have made over the 13 years that we have been together will never be forgotten. As we sit here today as the graduating seniors of the class of 2007, I realize we will not be so anxious to compare our schedules next year because we will be going our separate ways. We have all been through so much in our high school careers. We have had tragedies in our lives and lost some friends along the way, but we have also had the pleasure of gaining friends too. I am going to miss each and every one of you throughout this upcoming summer, and I know we will reach our goals that we have set for our lives. Good luck to all of you in the future, and never forget the graduating class of 2007.
faculty, honored guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Not more than a few days ago, when I started to construct this speech, I took a look at a few former speeches from past students that once stood in the same position as I do today. I found the same topics always seem to get covered: choices, goals, and obstacles. I then made the comment to one of our staff members that these all pretty much say the same thing, in which I got the response, well, there's only so much you can say about the future. I believe this to be the only false statement that Mrs. Huff has ever made to me in my entire high school career. Today, the future stretches out before us. You see, unlike the well-beaten path of the past, the future knows no bounds. No matter how hard we try, we cannot change the past. However, the future is something we hold in our hand, to be dealt with however we choose. Literally, I could talk about the future for hours, but for the sake of all of us, I won't do that. To go along with all of those other prevalent topics, choices, goals, and obstacles, there always follows another common theme that I think somewhat ties in. Often there is a phrase, "It is okay to be a little scared." That may be the case, as we are venturing into places unknown to us. But do not let those other aspects, choices, goals, and obstacles, be influenced. When you make those choices, make them confidently. Make decisions knowing that you have been educated and are intelligent enough to know that you will be affected by the consequences, whether they be good or bad. Most of all, even though it is okay to be a little scared, never let that fear affect your decisions, and don't let that fear make the choices for you. When you set those goals, set them at a high standard. Know that as long as you have the will that is inside of you, you have the ability because it has been instilled in you in your years here at DHS. Most of all, even though it is okay to be a little scared, never let that fear affect the standard that you set for yourself. If you do not make an attempt, you will never know whether you could have made it. Do not let the fear of failure take away the opportunity to be something better. When you face those obstacles, face them knowing that you will get through them. Know that everyone in the DHS class of 2007 will face obstacles, and each of us has been equally prepared for them. The best thing about every obstacle, there's always something desirable on the other side of it. Most of all, even though it is okay to be a little scared, never let that make the obstacle bigger. Never let the thought cross your mind that maybe this is the obstacle just too great to overcome. I have been through the years of preparing for this world with you and know that that obstacle simply doesn't exist. So my hopes are, when we leave this field tonight at Dayton High School, class of 2007, we will all realize, yes, we are embarking upon the future, and yes, it is full of choices to make, goals to set, and obstacles to overcome. It may be a little scary, but whenever we reunite after tonight, may it be on the street, in a random location, at a 10-year class reunion, or at a 50-year class reunion, I hope that we are all able to proclaim that we took on the future. It was a little scary, but we never let that fear define us. Congratulations, fellow graduates.
Going third in Kenton, his home turf. Mike Fry was raised in Dayton and graduated from Dayton High School in 1968. While in high school, he individually earned 7 varsity and 5 junior varsity letters in football and baseball. As defensive captain of the 1966-67 football team, he led the Green Devils to a state championship. As co-captain the following year, the 1967-68 undefeated regular season football team won, for the only second time in school history, the sole Northern Kentucky Athletic Conference Championship, the A and AA crown. Mike attended Wilmington College from 1968 to 1972, where he earned 3 varsity football letters and his Bachelor of Science degree with majors in history and government, psychology, health, and physical education. After graduation, Mike joined the United States Air Force, where he remained until retirement in 1993. While serving in Germany, he received his Master's of Science degree in International Relations from Troy State University in 1978. During his military career, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1979, promoted to captain in 1983, and to major in 1990. From 1989 to 1992, Mike was a senior emergency actions officer for the Commander-in-Chief, Pacific during the Desert Shield, the Desert Storm, now known as Gulf War. He earned numerous medals and awards for his performance during those years. Currently, Mike is a senior military veterans representative for the Commonwealth's Northern Kentucky One-Stop Employment Office. This agency provides employment, education, training, and veterans benefits counseling and services to military veterans. He consults regularly with local employers to help fill their personal requirements. Mike now lives in Alexandria with his wife of 32 years, Teresa McCowan from Murraysville, California, and his daughter Michelle, an NKU graduate biologist with the Newport Aquarium. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to welcome tonight Mr. Mike Fry.
It's a very special honor for me to address the 2007 Dayton High School graduating class. And also the family, friends, and administration officials, and also everyone from the Dayton community. It's also a great privilege, a personal privilege to me to represent the 1966 State Class A football champions, the mighty Dayton Green Devils, on our school's 40th anniversary of our Dayton's only football state championship. I'd like to thank Jay Sprague and all those involved for earlier this year in hosting the 40th reunion of the state championship. The parade, the on-field events, and the after-game receptions was great. It was just great, fantastic, and all my classmates and teammates and friends from the community that were able to attend just had a great time. So thank you very much, Jay. I have some good news and bad news, which is kind of, well, the good news is that my wife and my mom are here tonight, and that means that my speech is going to be a little shortened and very censored. Now, the bad news is that means I'm going to have to delete out a lot of the spicy and interesting adventures that I've had in over 30 years of federal and state government service. I'm going to share tonight, especially with the graduates, what I've always thought of as my real secret in the successes that I've had. And I kind of refer to it as my personal Green Devils toolbox of success. And that toolbox is chock full of fantastic resources. You see a lot of those resources in the stands tonight, and if you look next to the person you're sitting to, there are some also great resources. All Dayton alumni possess the same toolbox of success. Your skills, your talents, your values, and your knowledge. Also, your teachers, school officials, your classmates, and your teammates. These are all the valuable resources that you've gained through your journey through the Dayton school system and also from the Dayton community. It's for this reason that I'm highly optimistic for the future achievements of tonight's graduates, because they share the same toolbox chock full of those resources that I have. Shortly, I'll share with you some of my resources and their specific results that I've had in my career. Right after the dirt patch streets of Dayton were replaced with the crushed stone and concrete streets that we see today, which is really my roots where I come from. 3rd and Kenton, 1101 3rd Street. Property that was actually owned by my aunt, Dottie Beckner. Dottie was not only my favorite, dearest aunt, she was also my father's youngest sister. And I have to mention that Dottie was also Lester Beckner's grandmother. I'm sure a lot of you remember Lester. It's only been a couple of years since he left. He's here tonight. I mentioned Lester's because I'm also pointing out that your resources in your toolbox of success comes in all sizes, shapes, and agency. It may not be someone that's older, it could be someone that's younger. It was the exceptional good fortune to be at the center of the greatest stretch of winning Dayton football in the history of our school. We had the most team titles, 3 league championships, district, region, state, NKAC titles, the undefeated regular season in 67 and 68. We also had the most individual awards. And for future head coach Zach Deaton, he was very much like my second high school football coach, head coach Ray King, who was my coach from 1967 to 68, who was also a first-time head coach. They both knew that it wasn't the physical side of the Green Devils, but the side of the fight in the Green Devils' heart. They knew that that applied to on-field activities as well as academic endeavors. This philosophy and approach to athletics led Coach Ray King in the 1960s. Another resource in my toolbox happens to be Wilmington College. When I went to Wilmington, the very first thing that struck me was the school colors, green and white, the accounting system. To remind the younger folks, when I was in the 11th grade, 1966, handheld calculators were just coming onto the market. They were so new, in fact, that my math teacher, Mr. William Riley, and my science teacher, Virginia Held, would not allow us to use the handheld calculators because they thought it was cheating. We had to rely on our memory, scratch paper, and the slide rule. That slide rule, by the way, still befuddles me to this day.
Two kids.
Laptops at that time were not even a sparkle in Steve Jobs' designs. Desktops weren't even on the market. But my personnel accounting products eventually were used to brief personnel programs to the highest national, civilian, and military leaderships of the United States. That includes high-ranking civilian officials in the Pentagon, and also later admirals and generals of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States, and also the various members of the Senate and House's subcommittees on armed forces issues. And I always kind of wondered what these national leaders would have thought about my computer products being based directly on the knowledge that I gained from my 10th and 11th grade algebra class taught by Mr. Bill Riley. That is another example of a fantastic resource that I have in my toolbox. I'd like to say, just stay connected, graduates, with your most valuable resources. These invaluable resources, combined with your personal goals, can take you to heights of success you never dreamed of. And on behalf of the 1966 state Class A football champions, the 1967 NKAC undefeated champions, I congratulate and salute each of the graduating Green Devils on their outstanding student and academic achievements being recognized tonight. Job well done.
It is now our time to shine and show how much we have accomplished. This is a very important day, which we will always look back on to help us remember everything we have achieved. We have gained a lot, including education, friendships, and memories. Everybody here today deserves a great thanks. Appearing here to share this moment would not be possible without each other. We have proudly gathered here on this memorable night as the class of 2007, but we will soon be leaving as individuals. I would like to personally wish each and every one of you on your upcoming futures. It is now my honor to present to you the Dayton High School graduating class of 2007.
When receiving their diplomas, those students wearing the gold scarves have completed the academic course of study and have earned a 76 or higher in those courses. Those wearing the silver cords have completed a vocational program of studies, and those wearing the blue and gold cords have completed 4 years of study in the fine arts in either art or music. Those wearing the blue stoles are members of the National Honor Society who have maintained an average of 90 or higher for 4 years and have met their community service and other requirements. Those students who have maintained an 85 or higher for all 4 years are graduating with honors and will receive honor pins with their diplomas. For the 7th year, Dayton High School, in a joint effort with the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, is awarding an enhancement to the diploma called the Work Ethic Career Passport Diploma. In order to earn this, graduates were required to meet criteria during their senior years in areas of discipline, attendance, punctuality, community service, grade point average, work ethic, deadlines, respect, and group cooperation. These are similar standards that our graduates will face in the workplace. 13 seniors this year earned the Work Ethic Career Passport Diploma and will be acknowledged as they receive their diplomas. Jordan Richard Furnish with honors. Isaac Clay Schulteis with honors and work ethic diploma.
Love you!
Eugene Ledger II with honors. Arthur Joseph Ritter with honors. Ricky Lee Crawford Jr. with honors. Jason Bradley McBride. Robert Keller Fife with honors. Andrew Joseph Sablehouse. Ryan.
All right, come on with it. They're all ready. Let's have it.
As Chairman of the Dayton Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to confer upon you your high school diploma. And now I am pleased to declare you graduates of Dayton High School.
they see a picture of me and they're like, he looks just like you. It's like, no, we don't. It's like, sometimes you have to go always, and that's about it. He can look like it. Thinking of his smart, so like, I think I know.
No. Did you see me one? That's awful. I had two. You do not look as weak as I do. There's two gone now. Just look at 3 more years with me. I know. She looks like 3. That's a long time. Come on. I don't like it. He's a douche. We need to go. He has to go back in Friday. Shucks.
Like, originally about 25 hours or close enough to it. So I think right about now, I think we're about 15 hours. I'm like,
I saw you with that hair. I saw you with
Yeah, this is beard. I know where you are.
I saw you.